Hey, best friends.
Welcome to the Bestie Advice Podcast. Where we discuss all things relationships.
Welcome back to the Bestie Advice. I am with your host, Dr. Irene Abrams, with my bestie, Karron Hayes. Hey.
Hey, everybody. Hey, besties.
Hey, besties. Thank you so much for joining us today, whether you're watching us or listening to us. Thank you again. So this is part 2 of our getting to know us tag.
Yes. So let's jump right in. And if you did not catch our first podcast, go back and watch it on the various outlets. I'm saying it right. The various outlets that we have out there. Go out there, listen to it, watch it, catch up, get to know myself and my bestie, Irene. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay. So Irene, let me ask you this. Let's see how well you know me. What is my middle name?
Oh, I know your middle name very well. Mm-hmm. I remember your signature used to be Karron J. Pickett. I remember that so well. So your middle name is Jolene.
Yes, it is Jolene. Now it's funny with Jolene. It's kind of countrified, just a little bit. So I just want to tell you all as far as where I actually got my last name from. So my mom used to watch the show Alice. I think it was eat your whatever. She used to say, eat your grits. I think she used to say.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
The waitresses on there, her name was Jolene. When my mother told me that, I was like, really? That's
how you gotta find Alice on like an old time station.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess I could ask you the same question. What's my middle name?
Mikhail.
Right, Mikhail it is. And so
but let me ask you this. How did you get your middle name?
So my dad's middle name is Michael. Okay. And so if I was going to be a boy, I would have been named Michael. But I was a girl. So my mom named me Irene after her mom, which her name is Irene, and my dad's name was Michael. And so my mom did not like the name Michelle because it was a particular girl that she didn't like, and her name was Michelle. I guess I should clean it up like that. It was a particular girl named Michelle she didn't like. And my dad really wanted me to have some sort of bond with his name. And so they came up with Mikhail. And so that's how I got my middle name.
Good.
Isn't it funny how parents come up with your name?
Look.
Like, oh my goodness. But yes, so I have another question to ask you about me. Mm-hmm. What is my shoe size?
So you have a very small compared to my feet. I'll tell you that one right there. But I believe you actually wear a 6.
I do. I wear a size 6 shoe. Yes. Size 6 shoe. I can wear 5.5 at times, depending on the shoe. Like expensive
the style of the shoe.
I can wear,
What about me? What do you think? What size shoe do you think I wear?
You wear 8.5.
I was just about to say, watch it now, watch it.
You wear an 8.5, and I remember that because I remember wanting to surprise you with some tennis shoes, some gym shoes, and they didn't come in half sizes. I was like, oh my God, like, do you go up? Do you go down? And I let them convince me. They're like, no, the shoes run big. And so against my better judgment, I got the 8. But inside I said, oh, I hope she could fit them. I know she's an 8.5. I should have got the 9.
Right. So here's something else that I want to ask you as far as about me and besties out there. This is actually a good way for you to kind of know your best friend. It's like it's certain things that you kind of pick up, you kind of notice as far as with your friends. So I want to ask you as far as when you see me, when we interact, when we're around each other, what are 3 things that I always have?
Now, remember earlier, I described you as twin spirit, okay? So I know what you already have because I have the same thing. You always have some sort of lip product, whether it's Vaseline, lip gloss, lipstick.
Vaseline, baby.
So
I'm old school with Vaseline.
Yes. I know I could depend on you to not have no crusty lips. They gonna be juicy, okay? So you gonna have some. So it could be a Vaseline, and what I love about you, baby, it could be the Big Daddy size, okay? You don't care. You will pull that sucker out your purse. So if you
my sister be so embarrassed. Irene, my sister, she'd be so embarrassed when I used to pull that Vaseline out. Karron, you know they have travel size now. I am sorry. This is what I found.
Right. No, I do have the travel size, but I wasn't embarrassed. I wasn't embarrassed because I understood. So you always have some sort of lip product with you.
Yes.
I can always count on you for that. I can always count on you to always have some lotion. You gonna have, it could be Bath and Body Works. It could be Victoria's Secret. It could be Vaseline brand. Dub, you gonna have some lotion in your purse.
Yes.
So you make sure, okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. I need my lotion.
Exactly.
And then the last 2, so I'm gonna do a bonus one too. So you always have like gum or a mint or something like that. So you ready with the gum, you ready with the mint. And then the bonus one, of course, would be you always have like your cell phone. Because our husbands the cell phone. But and I mean, every time I see you have these, like you ain't never lacking. Okay, you gonna have it. I know if I ain't got it and I'm with you, I know you got
it. Yes. And it's funny because when I think about that, as far as when it concerning you, it's the same thing. Irene is always gonna have her phone. We're gonna go back to the house if she forget that phone. But Irene is always gonna have her phone. Her business, life is on the cell phone. Mine's too. Same thing with gloss. But here's the thing as far as with Irene. She done brought me up a whole lot because, I have my good Vaseline just in the purse, okay? Irene, she has a lip gloss little pouch. Glosses, just straight glosses. Pink gloss, blue gloss, red gloss, look, shiny gloss, glittery gloss, whatever gloss it is. She got it in her pouch. So she's brought me up like, hold on. I need to go give me a pouch for. Don't slide the gloss in the little side pockets. You need a pouch.
Right.
So Irene has her various glosses, her various browns, her pinks, her sparkly glosses. Same thing as far as she has a pouch also that has her smell goods. She has the travel size probably of every single perfume that she has. She's gonna have the roll-on.
I do.
Oh, she gonna have that little spray. I love that about her because she is bringing me up. Yes. So I make sure hold on. Do you have that in travel size?
Right.
I have to have it in my purse. But she's always gonna have her perfume.
Yes.
And then the same thing, even with her, she's gonna have some type of mint, some type of gum. And even when it comes to the gum, I think so many people know that I have that. I might not even be chewing it, but they're gonna be like, hey, First Lady, hey, Karron, you got some gum? I'm not even chewing. Oh,
but
let me go ahead and get you a piece because Yep. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That is good. That's why I said, hey, you are my twin spirit. I know we have a lot of things in common, and that's one thing that I can say. And so, besties, don't worry. When Karron and I talked about some of the show topics we want to talk to you about, we talked about perfumes and makeup, and we want to talk all things, girly, along with relationships too.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that both her and I know about, health and beauty products and items. And I'm a product junkie. I could talk about it all day. Don't get me started on products, girl. I will be all day. Okay.
And it's funny, even with that, Irene, small things like that can even bring people together.
Yeah.
Even when we talk about relationships happening naturally. And for those of you all that are watching, we'll be discussing that in some of our future episodes, as far as about having natural relationships and developing organic relationships, as far as small things like lotions, perfume, things like that can connect you with somebody, and you can kind of even build off of that.
It really can. And that's true. And I think it's just all about like learning that person, learning their likes and dislikes, and then learning like their quirks, because when you're building that friendship and that relationship, even like in a marriage, you know, everybody has like quirks, and you gotta love like all their quirks and accept them and just be like, okay, well, hey, that's her thing. And so Karron, I know I love you, because I'm gonna tell y'all, one of my gifts during the year is gonna be a big bottle of perfume, and I'll be looking forward to it, because I'm like, my girl gonna hook me up, you know. And so that is something that her and I share, like love of like perfume and jewelry and, you know, just being a girly. So she's right, you know, sometimes that's not everybody's thing, but I know that that's my thing, being a product junkie. And you guys, I just found out like one of the perfumes Rihanna wears. So I bought the trial size because I was like, Rihanna wears this, let me buy it. Yeah, it's a sad, but it smells really good. I actually just got it. It smells really, really good. So I'll have to share with you.
Look, exactly. Look, I'm gonna have to find out what it is, because Irene, she keeps me abreast of what's new out there. And then it's funny, I'll go to her around her birthday. It's hard sometimes, y'all, to get her perfume. I be thinking in my mind, like, okay, such and such just came out with some, I'm going to get that. Then have a conversation with her, and she's like, yeah, so I just got, dang, that's the one I was going to get. All right, so let me see what else, you know, I can actually get for her or whatever. But yeah, I go to Irene all the time when it comes to like new perfumes, because she's very up to date with perfumes and skincare and makeup. Y'all, I'm just getting into this makeup thing. Y'all see me?
Girl, I see
so
you.
I'm just getting into
good.
Getting into it as far as with me doing it. I like to wear makeup, but I really have not been into doing makeup myself. I give you some good shadow and I'm good, but I'm talking about the full face. Yes, I am working on it. But as far as with Irene, that's one thing about her products, you know, good products as far as for your skin, black owned products, whatever. She's very knowledgeable of that. And then it makes me take a deeper dive before I go ask Irene, well, let me see what's something good. So I can bring her up on it.
Yeah, and I love that too. Yes. And that's the thing about having that good girlfriend, because you know, if you are a married woman out there, your husband is automatically like your best friend, or should be.
Yes.
We'll talk about that. Should be, you know, your best friend. Someone that you're able to share with. But you need your good girlfriends, you know, even if it's something that, you know, just talking about perfumes or makeup, or sometimes, I mean, my husband ain't interested and don't care about it, and sick of getting boxes every day. Okay. From Sephora, Ulta, Amazon, he's sick of it.
Right.
You need to have someone to be able to talk to about things like that. Every conversation does not have to be deep and you crying and bawling about everything. Sometimes you just, hey, Rihanna got I found out Rihanna's new scent. Let me tell you about it. You know, it could be that surface deep. But sometimes I enjoy just dishing that kind of conversation. It don't mean anything, but it draws me and her closer.
Absolutely.
And it's a girl thing.
Absolutely.
I agree. I do have another question for you. And this is a funny one. We have a story. I know we do. What is our favorite inside joke?
A favorite inside joke? I don't even have to think far, deep, or hard about it.
Me neither.
Oh, this had to have been maybe about, I don't know.
I don't know why I feel like it was like 2014 or 2015, maybe.
No, I think it was longer than that. Because I'm even trying to think, like, was James even born? Like, I don't know. I think it might have been more like 2005, 2006. You don't think so? Because I remember.
You could be right. Or you know what? James was born. I think I know. This was like 2010. Now that I'm thinking about
2010. Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, because some things happen around. This was 2010. I remember. I remember. It was 2010. It was 2010. Yeah.
So we actually went out with a group of other married couples.
Yeah.
To have dinner. And we were sitting down, having dinner, conversating amongst each other or whatever. I want to make sure, and so the bill time came, and time for us to pay the bill. And usually when we go out with other couples, we kind of split it. It doesn't make a difference if you had a salad or if I had steak, or whatever, we still just kind of split it amongst the couple. So
about a lot of our shenanigans have been around this bill thing. Go ahead, girl, go ahead.
So we were sitting there, and everybody kind of passed the bill around, because people, you're really looking at the bill, should be, to make sure that what you ordered was right. That they're not charging you for a T-bone steak and you got a steak sandwich. So you want to kind of make sure. So they kind of passed the bill, right? So it kind of went around, and then it like stopped at one point. So yeah, so one of the people I took out, like a calculator, and they was kind of adding stuff up, and I saw it, but I didn't say anything. So I'm sitting there, and my phone, I don't know if my phone's in my purse. I'm not even sure where my phone was at. But all of a sudden, Irene, she was sitting across the table from me.
Across.
Because I did not go in my purse, because I don't even know if they had if it was vibrating at the time. I don't know. But it's to get my attention. It was really no way to secretly get my attention. It was no way to do it.
I cringe every time I think about this.
Yes. So she literally said, "Karron, I'm texting you." So I picked up my phone, and it was literally about what was going on. And when I tell you, it threw me off so much, because I'm like, okay, I know she see me focusing on what's going on. Like, hold on, did we breaking our calculators? We adding stuff up? Is we really doing this or whatever? And when she said, "I'm texting you," I think like a hush just kind of fell over the room. To this day, our husbands will not let us live that down. Anytime we are texting or anything, they will make, whenever we go out, whatever we
did it yesterday.
Yes, they are going to bring that up. What you texting, Irene? My husband, Bruce, he like, "Hey, Mitchell, I'm texting you." Mitchell like, "Bruce, hey, I'm texting you." I mean, it's like, come on, y'all. It was 10 years ago. Come on.
Oh my God.
Still doing this?
That, every time I think about it, it's so cringe-worthy. And I don't even know. I think I thought because everyone was so focused on the bill that they wasn't going to pay attention to us.
No.
But as soon as I remember, and then I remember I had a red phone. So it was like, Karron. And everybody was like, and I was like, oh my God. Mitchell was like, really? I was like, oh my God. That is so funny. Every time I think about it, they won't let us live that down. That is our favorite inside joke. Like that.
No.
Right there.
No.
That.
Look, and the funny thing, I know a lot of people are sitting out there like, I don't get it. That's why it's an inside joke, y'all.
Exactly. Because I remember
you had to have been there.
You had to have been there. You had to have been there. And then Mitchell and Bruce, the commentary, they have added on. That makes it even more funny. But thinking about how I was like, why she don't, and I think I stared at you for the longest and I could not get you to look at me because you was following that bill. And I was like, I gotta tell her what I want to say. Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
The funny thing is, I really don't even know as far as how we even got to that place, because usually when we go out, it's kind of like, hey, how are we gonna split it? How are we gonna do it? But it was like that particular day, it was like the bill went around and it paused. Like, what is we doing? What is we doing right now?
Oh my gosh. You have got me thinking about so many other shenanigans that we have been involved in.
Look.
It is hilarious. Like it's always, like you said, it's always something happens. Something happens. And it's like, you just can't make this up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is probably one of our favorite. That has to be one of my favorite inside jokes.
That's probably number one right there.
Yeah, that is number one. That is number one, because Mitchell and Bruce cannot let that one go. And they get so, and my husband will tell me, if we're going out with a group of people, he'll say, don't just talk to Karron. Don't text Karron. And I'd be like, what? And he's like, I know you. Mingle around the room.
Exactly.
But somehow we will start out mingling.
Exactly.
We truly start out mingling and then we end up together.
Exactly. It never fails.
It never fails.
And it goes back to the connection.
Yeah.
It goes back to the connection. It goes back to who you're comfortable with. Yeah. Or whatever. And both of us, we're very friendly people, not to pat ourselves on the back or anything like that, but we're both friendly people. I do believe that we are introverts, both of us.
God, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, what do they call that? It's like a
ambivert.
When you kind of, is it when you kind of doing both?
Yeah,
like
it is.
You're an extrovert because you put in a certain situation.
And that's true.
You kind of go back. Okay, yeah. So I think we're both like that. Like the position that I'm in, as far as being a pastor's wife, I cannot be an introvert at church. I can't. In order for me to get to know the women at the church, in order for me to be able to minister to them, in order for me to be able to engage them, to bring them together, I got to kind of open myself up or whatever. But coming back home, it's funny. Coming back home, my family looks at me all the time. I will go in my room, get my Sudoku puzzle, get my iPad, get my cell phone, and I'm not on the phone talking.
Right.
I'm playing Bubble Pop.
Right.
Stuff on like Instagram or whatever, and I'm good. I don't even have the TV is not even on. Exactly. I'm good right here in my space, and my family will come like, so you're not gonna come watch this movie? No, I'm good. Y'all go ahead. That's just me, and it goes back to how I grew up and all that, which we'll get into in other episodes. And the same thing as far as with Irene.
Yeah, very much so. And what people don't understand about introverts, and someone kind of challenged me because, like you said, they see me dancing, they see me maybe exhorting or ministering. And so and Kiki Wyatt even said this, like they think like they can come up to you and you're gonna be on. And a lot of times with people that are introverts can talk to people, they can operate in their gifts, their talents, they can go to work. But they have to have that time to recharge alone.
Yes.
And so that's how we understand each other, because we can be out laughing and talking and everything. But like you I go in my room, I'm fine. You need that charge. You need that time to recharge and to be by yourself. And in order to be social, because you're not an extrovert, in order to be social, you have to be recharged and you have to get yourself in the mind frame that you got to be around people. Now you're comfortable around people at your church because you're the first lady, you know them, you built this relationship with them. Same thing with me at church.
Yeah.
That doesn't change.
Exactly.
You're still an introvert. You're just comfortable.
Exactly.
So a lot of times if we're at an event, even if it is church, because of our relationship and our connection, I'm going to naturally gravitate over to you.
Yes.
Or I'm going to sit by myself and be fine with it, you know.
Exactly.
And sit by myself. And so I think that people don't often understand that about being introverts. They think, oh, you're quiet, you're shy. No, you just prefer to be alone. You prefer to be more self-reflective.
Yes.
And
yes,
you don't need a lot of friends, a lot of people to make you feel fulfilled. And so
absolutely.
And so, and extroverts, not that extroverts do, they just have a different personality. Yes. Because I'm friends with someone and she's always trying to figure out how me and her became friends, but we realize that we balance each other. Because she's just hi. And I'm like, please stop speaking. Please stop. Please, I'm uncomfortable. You know, I don't like it.
Yes.
But with you, absolutely. I can say,
absolutely, because even when you and I are together sometimes, and it could just be the both of us, when we're out to dinner, getting our nails done or whatever, you know how people talk about like that quiet time or like that dead space when nobody's talking. That's not uncomfortable for us.
It's not.
If we're sitting there and we're not talking,
and don't mean nothing about it. We can be in each other's presence on our own phones.
Exactly. And it's funny because we would even be out to dinner with our husbands and they'll say, so y'all, they just said it yesterday. So y'all just gonna sit here on y'all phones? No, we good. No, I'm just doing such and such.
Right.
Irene is doing whatever she's doing. No, we good. You know, we're not mad at each other. It's like, okay, she's doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. And then we'll just jump into conversation. Girl, did I tell you?
Yes.
Girl, did I tell you? So it's just, that's something that we have. Now, it's funny because if I'm with one of my girlfriends, if I'm with her, she's not talking, then it's like, something wrong. Because she's a talker. Mm-hmm. She talks, she engages, she bringing you in. So if she's not talking, then it's like, I'm looking at her like, what's the problem? Something is not right. But with you and I, if we're not talking, that does not mean anything is wrong.
Nothing and you made me think about another funny moment, you guys. Mm-hmm. We're gonna leave you guys with another funny moment.
Okay.
Remember when we were at the restaurant, and this just happened maybe a year ago.
Okay.
Maybe a year ago. We were in the bathroom. We were just talking. And our husband sent the waitress in the bathroom to get us. The restaurant was about to close. And I don't even know what we were talking about. We had just ate dinner, was at the table, went to the bathroom, and a fresh wind came up on us.
Exactly.
And we were probably in the bathroom just standing there an hour. And I think, didn't a lady come in and kind of try to join the conversation?
She did. Yes, she did. Yes.
So
I remember that. I was embarrassed too when that waitress came in. They did not send you in here to get us. No, we're not doing that.
Yes.
We had been there and we didn't even realize how the time had even gotten past us. Just sitting there, just talking. And that's the thing too, as far as when we get on the phone, and that's another thing about us, because Irene, she is a busy woman. She's a busy woman and she's a business woman. So having just sitting on the phone talking about nothing, neither one of us have that time. Back in the day, and we'll get into all of that. Back in the day, we used to talk for hours
every day.
Straight.
Every day.
Every single day, we will be on the phone. But as we had evolved, as we get older, you know, she having children, me having children or whatever, she's working, going back to school, I'm going back to school. When things just started happening or whatever, our time on the phone kind of started slowing down, but that did not do anything to our relationship. When we would get on the phone, and it just happened, like a week ago.
Yes.
We were supposed to be discussing business, and we did. Make sure you tell Mitchell that I said it again. We discussed business. But when I tell you we were on that phone probably 4 hours, She said a short, her text said, hey, can we talk? Can we do a quick chat? Sure. Had to have been 4 hours. It was after midnight when we got on that phone. We probably got on like maybe 6 or 7 o'clock. Yeah, because it's like just talking and talking and talking. It's like we got to catch up. And one of Irene's favorite things to say is, girl, I don't know if I told you this. I don't know if I told you this. And it's like, you know, we're just talking and talking and talking, like we just pick up. We just pick up.
That's good. I pray that you guys that are listening, you have a best friend, a bestie, a girlfriend that you can connect with on that level. And, you know, Karron, I enjoy sharing our experiences. We're so excited to take you on this journey with us. So that is all we have for this show. Please be sure to tune in next time. And I think we're going to have our husbands maybe coming up in the next few months, but I know the next show we're going to talk about our relationship journey. That's going to be good.
Absolutely. Can't wait to share that one.
I cannot wait to share our relationship journey. And we're definitely bringing our husbands in. And I even thought about while we're, you know, being transparent about relationships, possibly even bringing our siblings in, because Karron and I are both the oldest. And so we have relationships. Our relationships with our siblings are very same, like we're mother hen. We're mother hen.
I know my brother and sister would say that.
They would definitely. So, you know, and again, this podcast is really about relationships. We will
all relationships,
friendships, but it's about all relationships. And we hope that we're saying and doing things that will bless you, and be also on the lookout. We're going to do have you guys, you know, write in questions that you might want us to answer. So we're excited about all things that we're going to do. Do you have any final words before we let the people go?
Yes, I just want to encourage each of you all that if you don't have a friend, pray. Ask God to connect you with that girlfriend, or connect you with that guy friend, somebody that you can trust. And here's the thing, you don't have to have a bunch of friends. As long as you have one person that you can confide in, you are blessed. If you have 2, 3, 4, 5, then you double, triple, quadruple blessed. But as long as you have that one friend that you can be your total self with, you are blessed. So again, I just want to encourage you that if you do not have someone, pray, ask God to connect you. And here's the thing, do not put any type of limits on them, or to say they have to be like this or be like that, or be like this or be like that. Just be open to whomever he connects you with, and make sure it happens naturally. Don't force a friendship. Don't make anybody be friends with you. It won't last. Make sure that it happens naturally and organically.
I love that. Thank you so much for saying that, because that is so true. That is so true. Well, that's all we have. We're so excited for joining us on this journey. We will see you, or maybe you will hear us on our next podcast, because our podcasts are video recorded. So some of you might be watching us on YouTube. Some of you might be listening to us on Apple or on Spotify. So wherever you are listening, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, besties.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.